welcome back to my channel. This is Antoinette from smartneedle. Today I am so happy and I'm so excited you are all here because I want to show you my brand new design, the Snuggle Keeper Case Applique. This soft puffy zip cover is designed to hold your journals, notebooks, books, Kindles, iPhones, and even the small iPad, keeping everything safe, cozy, and beautifully organized. It's very roomy, has a wonderful quilted texture, and features a large outside pocket that give you even more space for extras. The side carry strap make it easy to grab and go, and those leather accents, they add such a beautiful warm touch and make the whole project look polished and absolutely adorable. This is the perfect everyday use item to carry your favorite things wherever you go. It comes in 4 hoop sizes, so you can make them small, big, long, short, whatever size you might need for all the different things you like to carry. Another thing I love about this design is how fast it's stitched. It's made with simple construction lines that keep everything clean, easy, and straight to the point, so you can finish your Snuggle Keeper case quickly and enjoy it right away. Let's get started and make this Snuggle Keeper together. To get started, this project is done in 3 hoopings, each one taking about from 8 to 10 minutes. So as you can see, it is very easy and quick to make, and the quality turns out amazing. The Snuggle Keeper is constructed with 2 large panels and 1 outside pocket. Go ahead and hoop 1 layer of tearaway stabilizer and run the first spool color over the stabilizer. Please remember that all my embroidery designs can be stitched in a single needle embroidery machine or a multi-needle embroidery machine. To begin, we're going to start with the outside pocket. Now we're going to cover the whole guideline with 3 layers of cotton batting. It will depend which size are you use. If you're doing the biggest size, I would recommend 3 layers. If you're doing the medium size, I will recommend 2 layers. And if you're doing the smallest size, I will recommend 1 layer. So now we're going to cover the guideline with 3 layers of cotton batting. Then keep running your embroidery machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the cotton batting to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim all around it. After the cotton batting has been trimmed, we're going to cover the whole area with a piece of pattern fabric of your choice. In this case, I'm using an orange fabric. And then keep running your embroidery machine for the next spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach that pattern fabric to the project. Then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the first applique guideline as the video shows. Now for our applique fabric, we're going to add heat and bond to the back of the fabric. I get a lot of emails asking me what kind I use. I always use the Ultra Hold, as you can see here. It works really well. It comes in a nice box on a roll, so you can simply pull out and the quantity you need and cut it. Very easy, and the quality is amazing. We add heat and bond because we're doing blanket applique, and this helps hold the fabric in place and prevent the front edges from frying while stitched. You can find the same one I use in my Amazon storefront. The link is right under the video description. Go ahead and iron the heat and bond to the back of the fabric, just as I'm showing you in the video. Very simple and quick. Now we're going to cover the whole applique guideline with our heat and bond fabric. Just make sure you remove the paper backing from the heat and bond before laying it down. Then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the heat and bond applique fabric to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim all around it. Then the following spool color is going to start doing the quilting applique pattern all around that fabric. And then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the blanket applique stitch all around the edge of that applique fabric. This step is totally optional. If you would like to add a small tab on the outside of the front pocket to hang a charm or keychain, now is the time to do it. Grab a small piece of leather, ribbon, or fabric. Fold it in half and place it in a position just as the video shows. You can hold it in place with a small piece of paper tape so it stays secure while the machine stitches. Now that the leather tab is in place, we're going to cover the whole project with a piece of pattern fabric of your choice. Just make sure the wrong side of the fabric is facing you. Then keep running your machine for the last spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach all those fabrics together. Please keep in mind that the opening is going to be an opening at the bottom of that pocket, so you can turn the whole project inside out later on. Now you can go ahead and unhook your project, and then we're going to cut all around the stitch line, leaving about 1/4 inch seam allowance. Where the opening is, leave that fabric the way it is longer, so we can tuck it inside when we turn the pocket inside out. Now it is time to turn the whole pocket inside out. Just make sure you shape those corners really well so you get a very nice pocket shape. Then we're going to iron the whole project on the front and on the back so the heat and bond can adhere all the fabrics together. Now that our pocket is done, we're going to open the next embroidery file, which will be a Snuggle Keeper A. Okay, let's hoop one layer of tearaway stabilizer and run the first spool color over the stabilizer as the video shows. As the guideline is done over the stabilizer, we're going to cover the whole guideline with 3 layers of cotton batting, as the video shows. Then keep running your machine for the next spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the cotton batting to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim all around it. Now that the cotton batting has been trimmed, we're going to cover the whole cotton batting area with a piece of pattern fabric of your choice. Keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do a tack down stitch to attach that pattern fabric to the project. Keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do an applique guideline as the video shows. Now that our applique guideline has been done, we're going to cover the whole guideline with another piece of heat and bond fabric. Make sure you remove the paper backing as the video shows. Now keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the heat and bond fabric to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim all around it. Then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will start doing the quilting applique pattern as the video shows. Keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will start doing the blanket applique stitch all around the edge of that applique fabric. Now we're going to place the zipper. I highly recommend using these wonderful zippers I found on Amazon. They come extra long, which allow you to cut the exact length you need for your projects. They also come in many color choices, plus lots of colorful metal zipper pullers, so you can mix and match however you like. You can use just one zipper puller or add 2 for a double opening zipper. In this case, I'm using a green zipper with an orange single zipper puller. If you like these zipper packages, they are available in my Amazon storefront, and I have included the link right under the video description. Okay, now we're going to cut the zipper a little longer so it passes the edges of the embroidery area, just as I'm showing you in the video. Next, we'll place a strip of wash away tape right above the guideline. I really love this wash away tape. It's a total game changer. It makes placing zippers so much easier and more accurate. This tape is also available in my Amazon storefront if you like. And please remember that all the materials and notions I use in all my videos are always listed and linked right on the video description. After placing the tape, don't forget to remove the paper backing. Now we are going to split the zipper in 2 with the teeth facing down and towards the inside of the project. Place each side firmly over the tape just like you see in the video. Now we are going to grab the pocket piece we made at the beginning and align it just as you see in the video. Make sure the corners of the panel line up nicely with the corners of the pocket so everything stays straight and even before stitching. Now we are going to cover the whole embroidery area with another piece of pattern fabric. Just make sure the wrong side of the fabric is facing you. Then keep running your embroidery machine for the last spool color. It will do a tack down stitch to attach all the fabric's pockets together. It's gonna leave an opening again so you can turn your project inside out later on. Now it is time to unhook the whole project, and then we're going to cut all around the stitch line, leaving about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Where the opening is, we're gonna leave that fabric a little longer so we can tuck it inside later on. As you can see, I already cut all around it, and I leave the opening, the fabric, a little longer. Now it's time to turn the whole project inside out. As you turn your project inside out, make sure you shape those corners really well so they look nice and neat. Then give the whole project a good press, ironing both the back and the front as the video shows. As you can see, the front of the snuggle cover is now done. Next, place the second panel in your embroidery machine, and then it will be exactly a mirror image of the panel we just finished. Now bring both zippers side by side together so we can add the zipper puller. Start by sliding the zipper puller onto the beginning of one side of the zipper. Then carefully add the other side into it as well. Hold both zipper ends together with your fingers and gently push the zipper puller into place, just as I'm showing you in the video. Now place both panels together and start adding sewing clips around the edges to hold them in place. Once everything is aligned, you can sew them together using your sewing machine or stitching by hand. It's completely up to you. Here I'm showing you how I sew them together by hand. It goes very fast, and you can see how beautiful they start coming together. I really enjoy the hand stitching because it gives the project that special handmade feeling and a lovely finished look. And here they are, all done. I made 3 of them to show you how cute they turn out. I stitched 2 different sizes and they are absolutely adorable. Take a look at the beautiful leather details, the side handle, the handmade tag, and the little pocket tab where you can hang a charm or keychain. They are big, roomy, and nicely thick with a soft quilted texture that make them look extra special. Depending on your fabric choices, each one will have its own personality, making every Snuggle Keeper unique and truly one of a kind. Here I want to show you how roomy they really are. I'm placing markers, tape, a notepad, scissors, pens, glue sticks, and even a rotary cutter inside. And as you can see, there is still plenty of space left to add more supplies. It holds everything so nicely and keep it all organized in one place. And remember, this is the medium-sized Snuggle Keeper, which make it perfect for everyday use and carrying all your essentials with you. Now it is time for our sweepstake giveaway. I am giving away a lovely package filled with goodies to go with your Snuggle Keeper. The winner will be receive a set of heart-shaped hooks to hang from your cover, a bundle of 3 bead-themed fabric fat quarters in a beautiful color combination, perfect for your Snuggle Keeper, a package of pills, embroidery spool huggers, and a sewing tool organizer. Wonderful goodies for any stitching space to enjoy. To participate, just leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and have notifications turned on. This is very important because when I announce the winner, it might be you. This sweepstakes is open to US residents only, since international shipping is very expensive. Thank you so much for your understanding. The giveaway will end in February 20th. YouTube is not a sponsor or affiliated in any way with this giveaway. Additional official rules and details will be listed in the video description. Thank you so much for participating and good luck to everyone. The Snuggle Keeper is one of those projects that is not only beautiful, but also incredible practical for everyday use. It is roomy, soft, and quick to make, and the leather accents and quilted texture give it such a warm and special finish look. With 4 hoop sizes included, you can create the perfect size for anything you want to carry, from sewing tools to books and tech. If you enjoy this project, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the Smart Needle channel and help me continue creating beautiful embroidery projects for all of you to enjoy. Thank you so much for stitching along with me today. It truly means a lot to share these cozy creative moments together, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye bye.